And welcome. Wait for it. Back. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That right there was Something in the Air by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, because, I don't know, I just felt like listening to that song right now. But yes, welcome back to the stream, specifically welcome back to Retro Sunday. Now, like I was saying earlier in the week, it was going to be me attempting Pokemon Snap again if I was able to get it to work. However, I haven't had any time to do that, and to be honest, I'm kind of excited to go ahead with this next game, which is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid, and I still think it's probably overall my favorite Super Nintendo game. I don't know, the SNES was such a great system for me. Like, we had a Nintendo when I was really young, but the Super Nintendo was the gaming console I spent most of my formative years with, I guess you could probably say. So, to me, the Super Nintendo is like the be-all, end-all. It's like, it just brings me back to a less complicated time when I was a stupid child and I just enjoyed things like this so much more. So yes, Soul Blazer, which is another game by Enix, or Enix, if depending on how you... hello Rolls, welcome back to the stream. But yes, Soul Blazer is another game by Enix, or Enix, depending on how you want to pronounce that, made before they were merged with Squaresoft, obviously, because that didn't happen until much later. And let's see, what can we say about Soul Blazer? Well, first, as always, I'm going to show you the box art for the game. There were no commercials for this, as far as I can tell. So this was the North American box art right here, which I have this game over in my cabinet over there, so it's like, yeah, this is, this is what I looked at. And as far as box art goes, it's not bad. It doesn't really tell you what you're getting into. It doesn't really say much about what's going on, but, it's not reprehensible, I guess. Now, on the other hand, the Japanese box art, it's also not bad. Like, wait. Yes, okay. It's also not bad. And, well, you'll notice that in Japan, it's called Soul Blader, not Soul Blazer, which maybe doesn't exactly make a lot of sense, really, English-wise, but, Personally, I think both names are perfectly fine. I'm just more familiar with Soul Blazer, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, this gives you an even better idea how the game goes, because that's the main villain in the background. That's the dude you're... hello! Neuvern Salt? Welcome to the stream. Soul's Blazer, yes. And this is our hero, Soul's Blazer. But yeah, that's the main character, and the little soul thing, the spirit thing that's floating around him, that gives you the basic gist of, like, the game, I suppose, is the way to go with it. Oh, it's Neuvern. Alright. Good to see you, even though you are under a different alias, another identity, as it were. But anyway, I hope both you and Rolls are having a good day, because Rolls is also here in the chat. Me, I had a rather large supper, and I almost fell asleep, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Too much food, man. Too much food. But I couldn't miss Retro Sunday, especially considering how screwed up I got last week. So... living the nightmare... dream? Nightmare, dream, it's all the same. Well, that's coming from a guy who's had more nightmares than dreams. Maybe that explains all the insomnia. I also haven't been sleeping much the past few days, so, bear with me if I get a bit weird. So, the basic gist of Soul Blazer is, well, honestly, they give you a pretty good rundown of the story at the beginning of the game, so I'll wait until I start it up for that. But the Soul Blazer came out in Japan in January of 1992, came out in North America not too long after that, November of the same year. A lot of areas over in Europe didn't get the game until 2 years later, though, which is strange, but there we are. And overall, the game was fairly well reviewed. So, like, let's see, here's some of the reviews. Famitsu Magazine scored the game 32 out of 40. Game Informer gave it an 8.5, an 8.75, and another 8.5 out of 10. Game Fans, 2 reviewers, scored it a 95 and a 92%, respectively. And Electronic Gaming Monthly's 4 reviewers scored it at an 8, a 9, an 8, and an 8 out of 10. So, generally, it was a game that was fairly well reviewed. As a matter of fact, it was compared rather favorably to Link to the Past, which is a game that came out around the same time. Which is, you know, is pretty high praise. There are 2 other games that they feel like this effectively forms a trilogy with 2 other games that were more or less made by the same development team. One is a game that I did also owned as a child called Illusion of Gaia, which is pretty bitchin'. And another one is one that was never released, I think, in North America, but you can get some translated ROMs of it, is Terranigma. You think you watched too much Octo Expansion before actually playing the DLC? You swept through all the hard levels? Yeah. That's the thing about watching, like, say, gameplay footage or, like, streamers or play something, is, like, even if it's a game that doesn't technically have any spoilers, because it's not really, they don't throw any twists at you, you just kind of learn by watching how to play the game, and it's nowhere near as challenging as it probably should have been. I've noticed that with certain games. I think Subnautica is one. I watched a streamer play a lot of Subnautica, and I didn't really have too much of an issue getting into it when I started playing it myself. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, we are going to dive right into some Soul Blazer now da once, as we say around here. I just need to open this up. Get this set up here. And like I said, we'll get a pretty good rundown of the story itself as we play. Well, they give you a pretty good rundown of the story right at the beginning of the damn game, so what am I saying? I'm just full of the gibberish, that's all. Phoenix! I just need to make sure I've got this set up correctly over here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Soul Blazer TM. Now, this game actually has a lot in common with another of Enix's games that I was a big fan of as a kid that they released shortly before this, called ActRaiser. Like, the themes are fairly similar. Gameplay is not quite the same, but it's a fairly similar theme. A voice came from above. My follower, since you will be able to speak with all living things, you should have a name. Please, choose a name for yourself. Who the hell are you? Who the heaven are you? Because that's the thing, you're playing as an angel in this game. And you know, I screwed up right away. Let's reset this. Because if I wait at the title screen, they give you the story. It's one of those games. You know, like a lot of the older games did. Okay, so that one particular area was still rather challenging for you, Noiver? I don't know, I've never actually played that. I think you're talking about the expansion for Splatoon 2? Never played Splatoon, I heard good things about it though. Ah yes, anyway, here's the story. Wise men tell a tale late at night of a great king destroyed by the temptation of evil. The frail empire, as it was called in those days because it was weak, was ruled by a powerful man, King Magritte. It seems most people thought the king was a fair and kind ruler. There were some, however, who felt the king himself was ruled by greed. One day, the king happened to overhear 2 guards talking about a man named Dr. Leo. Now, Dr. Leo was considered by all to be a great inventor and a genius. The king stayed up many nights wondering how he could use this great inventor to make him even more wealthy. All of the sudden, the king had an idea. He ordered his guards to capture Dr. Leo and bring him to the castle at once. Soon, Dr. Leo was brought to the castle, along with his brothers Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. The king confined him in a small room and ordered him to invent a machine that would summon the King of Evil, Death Toll. Dr. Leo finally completed the machine. The king instantly called upon Death Toll, hoping they might strike a deal. After many days, the deal was complete. The king would bring Death Toll all living creatures, and in return, Death Toll would give him a gold piece for each. That seems awful cheap. One by one, all living creatures began to disappear. Soon the world was completely empty. Two people were watching this catastrophe, the Master and you, his follower. The king was very foolish to be tempted by evil. However, I will give him another chance. You must go down to Earth and revive the world, the Master said. On a ray of light, you descended to Earth, a warrior sent to revive the living and punish evil. A soul blazer! And there you go, that's the story. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure back when I first streamed this, I'd made the same mistake. I went into it without actually going through the story bit. Anyway, let's go through this again. A voice came from above. My follower, since you will be able to speak with all living things, you should have a name. Please choose a name for yourself. Saul's Bizarre Adventure. I'm halfway tempted to actually just go ahead and call him... Actually, I might actually call him Saul. You know what? Screw it. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Because I was going to name him the same thing that I named him the first time I streamed this, which is simply, you know, the angelic being Jim Bob. And somebody who was watching me at the time way back then said, hey, it's Jim Bob Real. Unfortunately, Jim Bob Real is not going to fit in here. But you know what? In honor of you calling him Saul, and in honor of my stupid name I came up with first, we're going to call him... Saul Bob. Because the Bob has to be on there somewhere. Why? Because I'm not that creative. And honestly, it fits. It fits, because Soul Blazer, Saul Bob, SB, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. What's not to love about that name? Saul Bob! What an interesting name, you fool. Alright, go and save the world for all creatures. That's all the direction I give you. Sure thing, God. Saul Bob. Oh yes, and now the thing that I love most about this game, you can crab walk. I don't know, I just got too much enjoyment out of that when I was a kid. Saul Bob received the Sword of Life. How do I equip? Like that. A sword from the Master. Master? Crab walk. Let's kill this bare naked freak. Yeah, those little gems are basically your magic points. And you have this ability to just draw them towards you if you hold your sword out like that. But anyway, this right here just gives you a basic encapsulation of how the game works. It's like you kill monsters, you clear a lair, and then stuff happens. Or the other thing I feel like I should point out too is, so King Magrid, right? He sold the souls of every living creature in the world, apparently, and each soul was worth a single gold coin. I didn't realize life was so cheap, but there we are. Old man. I used to live up in the sky, just like you. Now I am living on Earth, away from the Master. You don't want to know what I did to get cast out. All the creatures that have been captured by Death Toll are sealed away in monster lairs. Just as you have set me free, you must free everyone. Even the release of a small tree or creature, they will aid you in your quest. Here, take this! Solbob received the flame ball magic. Now I will join you. I am a magician, so I can use all types of magic. I will use my skill to help you. Remember this, I need gems in order to use magic. When you set me free, the monsters left some small spheres of gold. This is what a gem looks like. Alright, let's work together to revive the world. We must go to the Grass Valley Shrine. And now that old man is turned into a floaty light ball. And I need to equip the magic. Flame ball! Shoots a fireball in one direction. Okay, yeah, and the Y button does that. Alright, cool. Solbob, how can I help you? I'm going to save all of the accomplishments that I've done. This place sucks! There's nothing here! Now, I can't recall. I don't think there's anything here yet. And I also don't know why I never noticed this before, but look at the walk animation. Like, it's not so bad going that direction, but just look at, and even going that way, but just look as he's walking, like, towards us. It's all shoulder movement. Because I think he's keeping his arms pretty straight, too, when he's walking that way. He's just kind of like going... It looks like everything is, back to normal there. Ah, there we go. Confirmation! Yes. I've been noticing... Okay, before I carry on, I've been noticing, right? I've been noticing lately that OBS has been crapping out on me a lot. And... I don't recall, because I've been using Streamlabs OBS recently. Like, that's what I've been using, since Christmas, I think? And especially lately, I've been noticing that it's really been shitting the bed on me. Like, it's crashed, I think, the last 3 or 4 times that I've tried to stream. And I've had to restart it again, just like I just did. And I don't recall that OBS Studio, the other version of OBS that I used prior to that, I don't recall that ever giving me this kind of problem, so I might just migrate back and start using that again. Because a lot of the extra stuff that Streamlabs gives you, you can easily get with plugins for OBS Studio if you're willing to do a little bit more legwork. So to be honest, I might just switch back to that. I don't know, that's something I'm gonna have to look into, on top of everything else I've been meaning to do with the stream. So yes, if anyone is still kicking around in chat, thank you for bearing with me during these technical difficulties, because oh buddy, do I ever get them. And yeah, let's just carry on. Once I get the game going again. There we go. Anyway, I don't think you missed much. It does look like the game stalled out when I first got into this place. Oh, and the other thing I love too is when I looked at the preview in Twitch, and I saw the specific spot it stalled out in. Like, I think the little webcam image of me, I was like this for some reason. I think I went kind of like... And I was just... What an image to be frozen on. That's awful. Anyway. So in case you missed it, I came into this barren landscape. This little flower whispered to me that apparently there's a lot of creatures being held in the underground castle. Because that's the thing, I can talk to everybody. And in case you missed it, like I was saying, this game has a lot of interesting rules as to what does and does not have a soul. The answer is practically everything does, including things that were once alive. Like chests of drawers, for example, because they were made of trees. Anyway, the other thing I was talking about too, right, is that this game is relatively simple starting off. Like, combat's not overly hard, but the further into it you get, the more you come across monsters who are really asshole-ish about the way they fight. Solbob released an old woman! hear a sigh coming from inside the house. Some of the bosses in particular have some pretty nasty combat patterns. And then of course I could just run headlong into the enemies. So Bob received medical herb. Now if I remember correctly, you equip these things. Yeah. The way the herb works is, well, like it just said, you equip it, and once your hit points go to 0, you just heal. Now if I remember right, this is, yep, there's nothing up here yet. That ends up being a shortcut afterwards. I say combat's not terribly difficult, and here I am nearly dead. Maybe I'm just a liar. Maybe I'm just bad at video games. So Bob heard a faint voice coming from the jewel in the corner. Alright, come over here. Get your ass over here. I will give you some advice. Don't forget to equip the things that you wish to use or they will not work. So Bob received experience points. Would you like to return to Grass Valley? Sure. Alright, please continue. Let's go, see the old lady. The old lady that I released. Crab walk. Crab walk. Old lady! My husband used to be the village chief. One day he suddenly disappeared along with the other villagers. I feel so lonely. How about being one of my children? Sure, I've never had a parent before, or what with me being God stuff. Really? I will call you Saul Bob from now on. Use the second floor as your own room. And now I'm talking to a chair, because that's what kind of game this is. This is the room of the village chief. He used to sit and rock here for hours. I wonder when he is going to come back. See you later, Earth Mother. My earthly mother. Some enemies do respawn in this game, like these things. For the most part, they're just, in the monster layers, and once you kill them all, then they're just gone. Damn. Of course, there's a way you can cheese it, too. They just basically run into your sword. Ow. Who's here? I released a tool. I mean, a tool shop owner, yes. So Bob found 12 gems. Exactly 12 gems. Yeah, for the most part, I usually don't find much use for the magic in this game. Although there's one particular spell you get right at the end, and you basically need it to kill the final boss, and it is the most useful thing. Get back here, you weird plant-like monstrosity! Saw Bob released a tulip! Saw Bob began to hear a small voice. There once was a watermill here before the village was destroyed. I hear there is a man in the mill who runs the elevator in the underground castle. Good to know. Whee! Conveyor belt. Where's the treadmill? Get some exercise. I technically didn't have corporeal form until today. I've got to work those leg muscles. What are these strange new urges I am feeling in this human body? Strange, forbidden urges. And I'm only half joking about that too, considering how this game goes. You'll see. Well, it's not really a big thing, I guess, but still. Let's go down this way. Oh, the flaws. I hate the flaws. Well, not really, I suppose. They only go a certain way. Oh, we're up! This is another one of those games that has empty, meaningless levels too, because after you hit level 24, your stats don't go up any higher. Although you do get more hit points, but I think the cap is 50. But once you hit level 47, I think, that's the absolute max you can boost your hit points. And it literally takes millions of experience points to gain those 3 levels between 47 and 50, and they do absolutely nothing. Saw Bob receive Dream Rod, which is an item that's shockingly important for the rest of the game. And kinda creepy if you think about it. So I'll make use of my fire. Fire! Fire! Oh. They're invincible when they go off screen, yes. Ah! How about the plants? These things disappear real quick, don't they? You demonic plants! I released Ivy, which I can't talk to, but I presume also has a soul. Yes, and these weird demons do all the, like, Hadouken stuff. Like little demonic reuse. Okay, I think this is the shortcut I was talking about. But let's go see who I've released. I think I need to go back anyway, because that tulip has important information. Let's go talk to my mother first. Beth, Mother! You're just walking around doing nothing! I'm beginning to worry about you! Please stay here and rest. Stay here and do nothing! There once was a watermill here before- oh wait, no. The tulip doesn't have anything important to say. Not that tulip, anyway. Hello, may I help you? Oh, you are the one who released me. Whenever you use your medical herb, please come back, and I will give you another. Like, The other thing about this game, too, is that there's no currency. You don't actually have to buy anything, which honestly kind of makes sense in this situation, unlike in a lot, like... Because there are specific games where everyone knows you're the chosen one, and you gotta, like, go around and save the world and stuff, but it's like, yeah, I'm still gonna charge you 50,000 gold for the sneaky little dagger. Yes, I know you need it to save everybody, but I gotta make a living here. In this game, you don't have to pay for squat. Like, you do good things, you help people out, and then they just keep giving you free shit. I am the god of the bridge! I guess it is not really necessary to guard such a small bridge. Please pass. Ooh. I am watching over the world. Please take this. Alright, continue on. Good luck. As you were. 50 gems. Iron armor. Bitchin'. Your defense power becomes stronger! Just not a weak little angel, man. That one guy in the village who has the self-appointed job to guard the bridge nobody wants guarded. Excuse me while I run into a wall, apparently. No! Oh, I'm gonna need to go back now anyway. Because I just released the mill, dude. A man's voice came from inside the watermill. Darn it! The stupid wheel! It's so hard to turn! Oh no! I keep catching something out of the corner of my eye, and I assume it's like a fly flying around on the desk here, but it's actually the reflection of the waves in my keyboard. It's very distracting. But yeah, this thing here doesn't do anything. I am an elevator invented by Dr. Leo. I as well have a soul. I cannot move unless the watermill is turning. This is the game that answers the question of, you know, what constitutes a human soul? What has a human soul? And it answers it with, yes. Just yes, everything does. Somebody called for a wheel turner. Rotating this wheel will move the elevator in the underground castle. I am too weak to turn this wheel. Will you do it for me? This is the wheel. Will you try to turn it? Yes. Saw Bob turn the wheel. As the wheel started to turn, power was transmitted to the underground castle. Oh, no wonder! I was turning it the wrong way! By the way, don't you think this watermill is great? Even though I don't know how to operate it, even though I'm the mill keeper? Somebody else in this town who sucks at their job? Charge! Maybe sometime after I do this, I'll do the sort of sequel for the game, Illusion of Gaia. Which... Illusion of Gaia is much longer and more difficult than this game, if I remember correctly. Also very freaky in terms of story. If I remember correctly. Boom! Old man. I don't know if I can actually get to that old man yet, but he's free. Stuck on a cliff, but he's free. So Bob released a goat! The old goat. Something else I'm probably going to have to do too is I typically try not to do this, especially for a game I've played before, which of course this is like there's a certain walkthrough I'm going to need to look up for this, because there's a series of items that you don't necessarily need to get to finish the game, but it makes it a lot easier. But the thing is, there's no indication where they are. Like, for example, because the only way you, and if you run over it, you don't automatically pick it up. So say, for example, oh, I don't know. One of the things I was looking for was on this specific square of the map. Like, I'd have to run over the top of it and press B or Y or something. No, not Y, but I'd have to press a button to pick it up. But there's no indication it's there. So I'm gonna need to look up a guide to figure out where the hell those things are, because I never remember where they are. Charge! I did this the stupid way. Tulip! I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of trouble saying Saul Bob. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue as easily as Jim Bob. Oh yeah, that's right. This one's not done yet. So Bob released Lisa! You hear some light snoring coming from inside the house. Lisa. It's like Thunderdome for ambulatory plants. Except, you know, there's more than two of us in here. I released the Architect? That really confusing guy in the Matrix movies? Is he gonna give me a lot of vis-a-vis and ergo and confuse the hell out of me? And this way. Get back here, you little bastard. You need to die so I can release your captives. Well, if there's any captives in here. There's not, just more monsters. Oh, I might be able to, cheese this real good. So much fromage. Ha! There we go. And I can do the same here. Choom! And for all that trouble, I release a goat. Bah. One thing I always found really cool too is that It's such a little thing, but you are technically on the second floor of this weird underground palace, thus the elevator you took, and you can see the bottom part of it down there. And I don't know, it's just a nice touch. It's the kind of thing I love in games like this. I also gotta wonder who the hell built this place. It looks like it's a gigantic, active underground waterfall. So whoever built this, how did they build it? It doesn't even really give off that much of a palace vibe now, does it? That was problematic. Bob released, or Saul Bob released a tulip. Saving the souls all them pretty plants. I thought it was that weird dude shooting fireballs at me, but no, it's the Braziers of Doom. Any way to get in there yet? These jerks are kind of annoying me. You know, those jerks. Just need to check everything's still going hunky-dory over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Alright. Got a bit of a floor problem over here, you monstrous dudes. See if I can put you in touch with a good contractor. Help me, Gem Angel. I've released an old man. You hear a man screaming inside the house. Ah, a ghost! A ghost! Ghost! Need to call some Ghostbusters or some meddling kids. This is the heart of the underground castle. You may meet many monsters that cannot be defeated with that sword. You will be able to save those creatures once you return with the correct sword. Would you like to return to Grass Valley? Sure. Alright, please continue. Have a chat with all the new people I've rescued. Although I can't talk to either him or that tulip yet. I've no way to reach them. Earth Mother! Feeling wounded, Earth Mother! And here she says I'm just walking around doing nothing. I tell you kids these days. But I'm too busy saving the world's souls, Ma. I can't go get a job, Ma. I'm an angelic crusader, Ma. I wonder why people live in such small houses. Can you believe the village chief was swallowed up in one of the paintings in the house on the hill? I am known among my friends as something of a gourmet goat. I will only eat food sold at the tool shop. I don't think I can get that yet, though. I need to get the tool shop owner's son. He sells the good quality shit. Real stuff that goats crave. Please, sir. Aha! But I have an item that allows me to invade people's minds. A strange stick that enables you to look into a dream. So Bob placed the dream rod on the girl's head. Crack. As a kid, I always assumed he was just like cracking people over the head with that thing. I don't know why. I was just a weird, stupid kid, probably. Daddy, where are you? Pretty lame dream you're having. A voice full of sadness came from somewhere. Lisa, you must tell everything you know to the person in front of you. They will also need my paintbrush to continue on. Daddy, is that you? Where are you, Daddy? I miss you so much. There was no answer. Who are you? Why am I here? What is that thing floating around your head? Oh my! Who are you? Get out of my house! I am quite literally the man of your dreams. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, I'm sorry for yelling at you. It's just that I had a dream and you were there and it's very strange. Please come back and listen to my story. No. Although yes. Gotta think about that though. Think about how horrifying that must be. Just imagine, like, you're asleep and you have this weird dream and you see somebody in that dream, somebody you've never met, and then you wake up and standing in your house at your bedside, just kind of looming over you, is this bizarre man with this glowy ball floating around him. That's a hell of a thing to wake up to. I had a very strange dream. It was about my father and someone who looked just like you. My father told me to give his paintbrush to you and to tell you all I know. The brush is all I have left from my father. I hid it somewhere. When you come back to me with that brush, I will tell you all I know. You think you could tell me where you hid the brush? Like, that would be useful, you know? My name is Gaudi. I am an architect. I built all the houses in this town. Come back later and I will show you something. Gonna paste in a hole in the floor, my friend. This was painted by Dr. Leo. A strange face has appeared. It's terrifying. There is a picture of the village chief in the painting. He appears to be sad. Hey, Tulip, I didn't see you there. You remember Lisa's dream, right? Have you returned to the place you saw in her dream? Things may be different from when you saw her before. Because I can affect things in people's dreams, apparently, in the real world. Goddamn Freddy Krueger somehow. Except not as, you know, creepy and murderous. And arguably a better fashion sense. Yeah, I don't know, the gold armor and red tunic might be... I don't know, it might be better than the bizarre sweater Freddy Krueger wears. Just saying. Now where the hell am I going? Okay, that's just there. Oh, right here, of course. Just run back here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, no, yeah, I didn't. I thought there was another, monster lair there. So, oh, wait, no. There is. I missed this. Give me all your precious gems! and the people's souls, I guess. So Bob released Ivy. Alright, I can talk to those two guys now at least. Do that later. Toolshop owner's son. Enterprising little tot that he is. I love how a legitimate tactic in this game is to just stand slightly off to the side of your enemies because of your sword arc. Honestly, come to think of it, the other Enix game that I had started, Brainlord, same thing. Because Brainlord's another Enix game. But yeah, the sword arc makes it safer to just stand off to the side in that game, same as this. So Bob received Leo's brush. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. The paintbrush used to paint the picture the world of evil. Hell of a thing, that. Hell of a place for Lisa to hide that, let's be honest. I've released an old man. Alright, I think that's it for this area. The town hasn't been fully restored, but I've done everything I can in this weird underground palace. Underground palace of watery doom. The dream rod you possess is a magical stick that enables you to look into dreams. Equip this stick when you wish to speak with someone who is sleeping. Because you don't respect their privacy, their rest, and you're creepy like that. Hey, you look like you would be good at crab walking. Try it. You don't know how? Just walk while pressing either the L or R button. Do I know what those buttons are? No idea. But I am the Grand Master of crab walking. Since losing my wife to an illness, I noticed a goat hanging around my place. I was so lonely, I decided to keep the goat as a pet. Hopefully he's not too lonely. Like that guy in Oblivion, when I was streaming that the other day. The dude who kept saying that he'd rather sleep with his horse. Oh, I should probably go in and save it. That's the thing that needs to be done. A voice came from above. Record. You are doing well. Do not give up. Thanks, God. I am helping my mother. Would you like to buy some goat's food? Do you want to know how much it costs? Well, how about $1 billion plus tax? No. Teddy! I'm sorry. I will give it to you for free. So Bob received a bag of goat's food. Oh, what a precocious child. I'll make sure not to smite you when I come back. Goat's food. Goat's food from the tool shop. Oh, you have some food from the tool shop. I promise to tell you a secret if you will give me the food. Thank you. I will tell you a secret. If you wish to get inside the painting, you must equip an item which used to belong to the painter and touch the painting. Well, I have other things to attend to, so I will see you later. I've got some goat business to deal with. Hey, give me my food! I'm just going to hang out in here and badger these people for food. Kid, we've already been over this. Can I just keep giving the goat food? Can I fatten the goat? Can I give food to the other goat? Give up my divine mission, become goat farmer. Hey, the town has walls now. That's nice. Question is though, how the hell did Lisa hide the brush all the way down there? Oh, you have found my father's paintbrush. I will now tell you what I know. One day, as I returned from shopping, I found a note. Lisa pulled out the note and began to read. Lisa, I won't be able to see you for a while. If you have any problems, please see the village chief. Take care of your friends, Turbo, the dog, Lou, the dolphin, or Louie, Gnome, the snail, and Marie, the doll. The animals mentioned in the letter, one of those is not an animal, it's a doll, were once my father's pets. I don't understand what he is trying to say, though. Father was always strange like that. I know you're a complete stranger, but will you please search for my father? They say it's Leo's brush, but it's really a pair of brushes, so you know. What do you think of these walls? I am known to be a fast builder. Super cool, man. Super cool. Saul Bob is dragged into the painting! Leo's paintings. How nice of them to come at me in such an orderly formation. It's like they're just flying into my blade. We have saved a tulip. These are some real fancy conveyor belts. Yeah, I don't think I ran into any of them down in the, I'm pretty certain I've cleared all the monster spawners down in the underground palace. But, one thing about this game is there are enemies that you cannot kill, like the weird little gem fairy thing said, without a certain weapon. So there's a lot of backtracking involved to come back and release people you probably couldn't saved earlier. Oh yeah, they're weird little night fellas, that's what they are. Okay. Deft crab walking, dodging. A lonely goat. Ah, Ivy. Good, now I can get down that way. I can't remember what's down there. Maybe another cave. A secret! Medical herb! Of course, I already have one, so that was kind of pointless. Spooky blocks! This damn belt's making it a bit harder to deal with these guys, but... bizarre contraptions are the name of the game in this game. Damn it! Stop doing that! Yeah, see that? I can do nothing to that creature. Which means I can't do anything to destroy this monster spawner, because that belongs to that thing. Ah, welcome back. Hopefully you had a good dinner. The Blazing of Souls is coming along relatively well. I've rescued ivy, and tulips, and goats, and... you know, all those things that have souls. Rocking chairs. Pieces of furniture in general. Ah, level up. Good. But yeah, I'm nearly to the end of the first area here, I believe, if I remember correctly. And behind here we have... a lot of goats. Saved a lot of goats. Let's go this way. Ah! Lucky things! Weird metallic enemies that I cannot murder. I've released a boy! Some random child. The first go around, they go there. Of course, I need to get out of the way because of that friggin' thing. Yeah, this is the easier way to deal with it. Thank the Master for predictable enemy patterns. An oddly immobile tulip. Ah! Kinda got a little bit stuck there for a minute. Yeah, and all those little things belong to this monster lair. So again, can't free whatever that is yet. Ah! My god, I don't want to do that too much longer. Hooray! I can go home. Lost all those gems. There. A boy in a cave. Good old hermit boy. Child hermit. Excuse me while I break my sword off on these indestructible enemies. Yeah, I think that leads to the boss. So let's head back into town first, see what new things I can do. And save it, of course. Save it when I come back, though. Like you're new. I don't know if there's such a thing as reincarnation. Even though I can't communicate with my husband, I enjoy his company. So let me get this straight. You don't know if there's such a thing as reincarnation, but you're certain that you used to be that guy's wife. But reincarnation, it's either... Okay, so you don't think reincarnation is a thing, so maybe you're just a delusional goat is what I'm getting out of this. Okay, so where's all my new folk? I think there's supposed to be a third goat in here. Oh no, there's a goat here. You're the one who set me free, right? Come, I shall show you around. Please follow me. This is the home of Dr. Leo, the inventor, and his daughter, Lisa. Dr. Leo was a great painter as well as an inventor. One day, many soldiers came and took Dr. Leo away. Lisa has not been the same since. This goat's gonna give me all the town gossip. The house at the top of this cliff contains a painting by Dr. Leo. I think the title of the painting is something like The World of Evil. This is a house people constructed for the goats. I'm not terribly fond of it. I did see something on the ground near the corner of the fence. There is a medical herb at the corner of the fence. Too bad they don't stack. Oh well. I'm not terribly fond of it, but this is where I'm going to stay now. Goodbye. Oh, you scared me. This is our secret hut. We have hidden treasure near here, which I'm going to go steal. Apparently this flower is just sleeping. Hell of a thing, that. Saw Bob place the dream rod on the tulip's petal. Whack. In my dreams, I can do anything I like. For example... Ha! Why don't you try and talk to the jewelry? You already talked to flowers. Can't be that much stranger. The monsters running all over in Dr. Leo's paintings cannot be defeated unless you have a special sword, but the one down in the other place told me this. You must find the special sword that can destroy metal. Return here once you have found the sword. Would you like to return to Grass Valley? Yes. Alright, please continue. I think there was a kid in a cave up here too, or at least that might be where their magical treasure is, whatever that may be. This is our secret passage. I cannot let you through without a pass. That's cool. How do I get a pass? Maybe I'm not as close to the end of that place as I thought I was. It's been like 5 years, I think, since I played this last. Yeah. It also could be that I need to free somebody via the enemies I can't kill yet, and that's how I get into that cave, find their secret pass. Well, we'll find out right quick now if this is the end of this place. It is. There's the boss. Hit and run tactics are the order of the day. Getting myself horribly mauled is another... Though honestly, I think I'd sooner do this. I can do a quick escape with this. I was going to save this surprise for when I eventually stream Illusion of Gaia, but I have no idea when that might happen, so I'm just going to spoil it now anyway. There's a character you run into in Illusion of Gaia a lot. He's a jeweler, and his name is Gem, which is very strange, but Jeweler Gem is what he calls himself. Because much like some of the hidden items in this game, there's a bunch of hidden gems. I think there's 50 of them you can find throughout the adventure in Illusion of Gaia. And you can sell them to this Jeweler Gem guy. When you give him the last one, though, it turns out that he's a monster in disguise, and he transports you to a dungeon world where he attempts to kill you. And it turns out that Jeweler Gem is actually this guy. Like, the very first boss from Soul Blazer is trying to kill the hero of Illusion of Gaia. And the reason why is apparently the hero from Illusion of Gaia is some relation to this guy. That's the only connective tissue between the two games. Too close. I do have that one magic herb, I guess, so I've got a get out of death free card, basically. Except I don't have it equipped. Shit! Do not rush, but be patient. I was like, I've got the magic herb, I'm fine, except I had the damn dream rod still equipped. I shouldn't have kept a hold of my I shouldn't have kept a hold of my rod, and I should have kept a hold of my herb. Try this again, then. Fucking run up again. Yeah, you can't get too close to the guy. If you do, he does that. Okay, if I do this right, I can get a couple of strikes in at him at a time. That'll be good enough. Just gotta get him to shimmy and shake along a bit more. Almost got 3. I'll kill you, you weird spiky bastard, you! Hack off your ankles! Although, honestly, that's probably a quicker way to kill him. Just keep your sword out. Just give him a light poking. There we go. So, Bob, release the village chief. Welcome to my room. I finally feel like myself again. I have something to tell you. Please come back to my house. Because I know you are some sort of angelic apparition. Do you wish to continue? No. No, I should carry on. Where'd the old lady go? I feel as though I have been surrounded by darkness. In that darkness, I heard my best friend Leo. He told me to give this brown stone to a person named Solbob. I don't know what the brown stone looks like, but this is a stone that I received from him the day before he disappeared. Solbob received the brown stone. Suddenly, the master's voice came thundering down from the heavens. The brown stone you have is a key to open the world of evil. And then the village chief is losing his shit because he doesn't know where the big scary voice is coming from. This is where Death Toll lives. Come back to me with the stone. Dr. Leo has only a daughter named Lisa. I will ask my wife to look after her until Dr. Leo returns. I guess that's where his wife went. Earth Mother. Some believe after a person dies, it will return in the form of a different creature. If this is true, I wonder what my mother is doing now. I feel bad for Lisa, having been separated from her parents. Okay, thanks. Gotta go talk to God now. As one does. A voice came from above. The brown stone you received is one of 6 stones in this world. When all 6 of these stones are gathered, the gate leading to the world of evil shall be opened. Now you must go to Greenwood, where the next stone awaits you. Whoosh! Now, I was debating whether I was going to do any more of this, because I was kind of thinking about doing each section, like a section per stream. I don't know. Will I? Nah, I think I might actually cut it a bit short tonight. Reason being is I've actually got to get up relatively early tomorrow morning, so I think I might just stop there. Yes, decisions. Like, it's 11:45 now, and I'm gonna be getting up at 6 in the morning, so I feel like I should probably call it here for tonight. Because I look over at the thing and I'm like, oh man, I've only really been streaming for an hour, but that's not counting the 20 minutes to half an hour that got cut because of the goddamn OBS issue. You wish to continue? No. Rest well, there is still much to be done. First I must vaporize you. And now they play the lovely, after save music. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream tonight, but I wasn't expecting to get at it so late as I did. So yeah. Alright, that's the first act of Soul Blazer. Again, like I said, one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and one I'm actually really happy to get back to. It's a very simple game, but I don't know, there was just something about it that really stuck with me. So yes, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to be back again on Tuesday, hopefully, and I think I'm going to finish Knee Deep. It doesn't look like there's much left in Knee Deep, so we'll carry on with that. And then hopefully I'll be able to be back again on Thursday with Oblivion, you know, Oblivion, that game. And then of course next Sunday, maybe I'll get Pokemon Snap working, and I'll do both that and Soul Blazer. If not, it's going to be just Soul Blazer. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Hold on now, I just need to check something before I sign off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to throw you fine folks over to longtime stream viewer, Baked ZD, because he's currently streaming. He's currently streaming something called Bug Fables? I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll find out. Yes, we are going to raid Baked. Ironic that you're using the emote Baked made for that. So anyway, before I send everybody on over to him, as always, I thank you very much for stopping by to watch the stream, and hopefully you will join me next time, and until then, I will wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great day. But we are going to go over and say hello to Baked before I go to bed tonight. Whoop. And start raid. It's doing its thing. Give it a moment. Alright, I'm gonna cut off the stream now and I'm gonna send you over there, so long for now.